I first wanted you to talk a little bit about how widespread this is in Hawaii. We know there's 14 confirmed, is it 16 now confirmed cases?
Oh,
It's higher than that? Okay. Just could you give us a current state of COVID-19 here in Hawaii?
Right, so the numbers are increasing now dramatically. Later today, you'll hear reports that it's over 26. So now private testing has commenced, and we'll start getting hundreds of test results back. So the reality is there are cases among us. It is time to take very prudent but significant action to protect our people for the rest of this month and all of April. That's critical that we do that, and otherwise we're going to suffer the unfortunate fate that some European nations have faced, and obviously what New York and other states across the country are facing. So this is our last chance to stop it before it destroys much of our healthcare system. I'm going to speak very seriously with you and the readers today. This is the moment.
I think there's a lot that have been talked about with preventative measures. Of course, social distancing has been kind of part of our vernacular these days, but also what are some other things we can do? We live on an island. I know we've shut down our schools and our restaurants. We're in Honolulu or on Oahu were asked to close. What other things can we do, both as individuals and as a community?
So as individuals in a community, we can make sure we do not spread any disease to our kupuna. The mortality rate for our seniors is 8% between age 75 and 79, and 14.4% mortality rate from 80 and above. So we have to make sure our kupuna are kept safe. We're probably going to have to extend the time that our schools are closed for a bit, and we have to absolutely socially distance to the point where no larger than 10 people are together. So that's very, very important. These are the things that you're going to see and hear in the next couple of days. Obviously, restaurants are only going to do delivery. We're going to do every possible thing we can to prevent any non-essential work from putting people in contact with one another. But this is the time. This is not a joke. If we surge, we will go well beyond our capacity to take care of people in the intensive care units and with ventilators, which is what I do for a living. If we go past that, we will see people die, particularly old people. We have an opportunity to make sure we shut it down. We're going to have to do more than just the social distancing, though. We're going to have to stop any travel into the state of Hawaii until April 30th, except for people who are returning home and to see family. That's the important thing. If we do that, we accept that that's going to be tough, and anybody who comes in is going to do 14 days home quarantine. That's the right thing to do. We do those things, we emerge from this pretty clean. We come out of it very good, and we come down the other side of the mountain without casualties. That's the South Korea approach. That's the Taiwan approach. That's the approach we have to do. But until people feel the sense of urgency, they won't do anything. And it's that urgency that has to be felt.
You mentioned kupuna and our older generation, but also there have been reports that a lot of young people are getting coronavirus. It's not like they're immune to it. We've seen spring breakers in Florida kind of partying on the beach. It is spring break. We do have a community of people here that do like to go to the beach and like to go to open spaces. I know the city closed down their parks, but what do you tell people when they want to go out and do things and enjoy Hawaii? What should they be doing? How much can they enjoy it? What kind of precautions can they take?
They have to do it at a distance, a mild, moderate distance from one another. They have to be 6 feet apart. They have to not be out at all if they are symptomatic. They have to not be in groups of greater than 10. And honestly, going out to parks and beaches, I'm not as worried about, as long as they are separate and spending private time. Going for walks with your loved one, going out for a small family gathering with your couple kids, that's totally okay. But we cannot afford any major risk. We just can't afford it. And especially we can't afford any major risk that gets into the community. I'm going to have to apologize very, very hard to you and pause for a moment. I have an emergency meeting